Good evening and welcome. When this week began, hardly anyone was talking about a storm named Helene. Tonight, it's all anyone is talking about along the Florida coast and across the deep south.
You just heard the package there. It continues to weaken, but it is still maintaining that tropical storm strength, and it's getting up into the Carolinas right now, and still a big rainmaker, so flooding still going to be a big concern.
Helene is the deadliest hurricane to hit the U.S. mainland since Katrina, producing tidal waves of damage in the mountain valleys of North Carolina.
I was born and raised in Asheville. I've lived there 35 years, and I have never, ever seen this kind of devastation in this area. I didn't think it was possible.
This is obviously a catastrophic event, historic. People in western North Carolina say they have never seen anything like it.
It was really just that area there in the Appalachians where the flooding was so terrible. You guys are going to be dealing with some pretty rough conditions here during the cleanup.
Live Super Dot before impact days ahead as temperatures are way on their way down, as we've got some darker blues showing up in the mountains. Those are 30s.
What's also playing out in part of the recovery is the weather. Crews are repairing roads and pulling wreckage from creeks in temperatures this week close to freezing.
As recovery continues across North Carolina from the catastrophic floods caused by Hurricane Helene, a new threat has arrived. A powerful cold front has moved through the region, dropping temperatures into the 30s as thousands still remain without power.
Like, just don't forget us, you know?
Yeah, it's going to take a while to rebuild.
Right now, in just our area of Swannanoa area, we have 300 people living in these paper tents. Now, we're doing the best we can. It's cold, okay? Those tents don't hold heat. It's just, we're going to try to do something better moving forward. And somebody had brought up something yesterday with me and said, if you were going to donate stuff, don't go buy like a cheap set of pots and pans. Buy a Dutch oven or something that can be put over top of a fireplace or a wood-burning stove, because that's the type of heating sources that we're going to be pushing out and getting to them over the winter. You know, there's a lot of people reaching out to me from different parts of the United States that say, we don't even know what's going on. We're not even seeing none of that. We thought everybody was good. We thought that it was a conspiracy that people were living in tents. And let me tell you, it's not. There's a lot of people living in tents, y'all. There's a lot of people cold.
Hi, we are the Pixies from the YouTube channel Verity House Inspired.
All hearts have been broken watching the devastation caused by Hurricane Helene.
Living in southeast Louisiana, we are familiar with the aftermath of hurricanes and the generosity of strangers. But the devastation caused in western North Carolina is orders of magnitude greater than we could ever comprehend.
The very landscape of the Appalachian Mountains has been irreparably changed, and for these resilient people, the road back will be long and difficult.
And even with the most organized recovery, time is still a factor.
And now they're in a race against the weather again.
As bitter cold is already starting to show up, people are still living in tents on their property or in areas around. They're cooking over fires and will be for some time.
There's a desperate need for cookware.
And even though we can't do everything to make this situation right, each of us individually can do something.
That's why we are supporting cast iron for Mountain Cajuns in the United Cajun Navy and asking you to consider ordering a cast iron Dutch oven and sending it to North Carolina to those who need it the most.
While we suppose most of us are trying to stretch every dollar we earn until it snaps, we also guarantee that if your great-grandmother cooked with a cast iron pan, you likely still have it.
And some of y'all still cooking up supper on it.
Cast iron will most likely outlast civilization as we know it.
You simply can't beat cast iron for its usefulness and resilience.
Not even if you tried. Cast iron pans can be ordered from anyone who's delivering to North Carolina. Amazon, Walmart, or anywhere that's easiest for you.
Just send them directly to the United Cajun Navy, whose address is in the description below.
And for convenience, we've also provided a few links to cast iron Dutch ovens.
We hope you'll consider sharing this video or at least the information with your family and friends.
Thank you all for everything you're doing to help our neighbors.
Do not withhold good from those who deserve it when it is in your power to help them. If you can help your neighbor now, don't say come back tomorrow and then I'll help you. Proverbs 3:27.